Howdy there, mandolin player. In this video, we're going to be learning our first Tiny Moore lick. This is probably one of the most common phrases that I hear in Tiny Moore's playing, to the point where he almost plays this in every single solo that I've ever transcribed of his. So that's a pretty big feat, right? This guy, his recording career was from roughly 1946 to 1986. So over 40 years, he managed to fit this lick into almost every single solo that he played. This lick is the 3-5-7-9 digital pattern. Before I explain what that means, I'll just go ahead and show you what the lick is. Now that may seem like a pretty simple phrase, but you're going to get a lot of mileage out of this one, just like Tiny did. So let's go ahead and break down that name. Why am I calling it the 3-5-7-9 digital pattern? A lot of jazz players use the terminology digital patterns to refer to scale patterns or chord tone patterns that can be related to the chord that you're playing over at any given point in time. So the way that I just phrased that lick right there, I played an E, G, B flat, D. If we were to view the E as the third, that means that we would be relating this particular lick to a C7 chord, right? Because E is the third, major third of a C dominant 7 chord. That means if we look at the rest of the tones in there, so 3 is E, 5, right? The fifth of a C7 chord is G, 7 is B flat, and then 9 would be D. So that's why we call it a 3-5-7-9 digital pattern. It's meant to be played over a dominant 7th chord starting on the 3rd. Now that you have an understanding of what the digital pattern means and how we would apply it to a dominant 7th chord, let's go ahead and look at example 1 from the PDF that came with this lesson. Now example 1 is just a simple 12-bar blues in the key of C. And we're going to be using this lick both ascending and descending to kind of demo how we could use this lick over dominant 7th chords and a 12-bar blues in general. After I play exercise 1 2 times through, we're going to move on to exercise 2, which is also a 12-bar blues, but we add a few more eighth notes and ascending and descending patterns to this digital pattern to kind of see how we could maybe expand the idea and use it in other ways. All right, let's go ahead and dive into these exercises. Like I said, we're going to do each one 2 times through at 80 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to try exercise 2 for the 3-5-7-9 lick. 1, 2, ready, go. Now that you know what exercises 1 and 2 sound like at 80 beats per minute, I'm going to play through both of them back to back at 140 beats per minute just so you can get an idea of what these ideas sound like at closer to full speed. If you feel like you have a good handle on these two exercises, go ahead and grab your mandolin and play along with this one. It's going to be a fun ride. All right, here's exercise 1 and 2 back to back at 140 beats per minute. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, my mandolin playing friend, how did that one feel? Not too bad, right? And that 3-5-7-9 digital pattern sounds really cool over 7th chords because we're using an upper extension, the 9th, on each one. So we add a little bit of extra flavor to that chord when we're playing that 9th on top of there. Okay, now it's time for you to take this lick, practice that 12-bar blues in both example 1 and example 2, and then maybe see how you can apply this lick to some other dominant 7th chords in the tunes that you already know, or some of the tunes that Magnus has taught us in the rest of the Mandolin Secrets Academy. All right, my friend, have fun with this lick, and we'll see you in the next video for lick number 2.